So the president election of former President Trump, now president-elect, is going to have a big impact on the Middle East. And as we've been telling you, the feds say that a suspect in this Iranian plot to kill President-elect Trump is still out there somewhere. 2 others were arrested here in New York. And with that, we bring in retired 4-star General Jack Keane, former Army Vice Chief of Staff, now chairman of the Institute for the Study of War, and Fox News' senior strategic analyst. General Keane, good to have you with us. Your reaction first to this arrest, and then I want to ask you a little bit about what Vladimir Putin just had to say today.
Well, I mean, this threat against the president is serious, to be sure. And the good news is the maximum protection he's getting now as a president-elect is in place. There's no doubt now about the level of protection that he is receiving. And our intelligence agencies, and certainly the FBI, they are all over this. But as part of the larger picture that's taking place, you know, what's happening across the world here, Martha, is as a result of this election, all of our adversaries, the main adversaries that we're dealing with, on a scale we haven't seen since the end of World War II, this is China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, they all have to reassess. Mm-hmm. I mean, the reality is their aggressiveness, their assertiveness has been obvious to all. Putin invaded Russia after Trump left the presidency. Iran attacked U.S. bases collectively now over the 4 years, over 300 times. And obviously, they operationalized their proxies to destroy the state of Israel. They have shut down the Suez Canal and fired anti-ship ballistic missiles at Navy warships. The CENTCOM commander, the military commander for our audience, who's in charge of the region, has recommended to this administration over 100 targets inside of Iran to restore deterrence, to stop them from attacking our bases, from attacking our ships, from shutting down the Suez Canal. And this administration has rejected all of it. Right now, the mullahs, Putin, President Xi, who stepped up his intimidation and coercion campaign against Taiwan in the last 4 years, and also in the Philippines, and is threatening war, they are reassessing now. What does this really mean? And I think what President Trump is going to do, he's going to begin by restoring deterrence. To have deterrence, you have to have 2 things. One is you have to have the political will to confront your adversaries. And this administration, because of the undue fear of escalation, they get paralyzed by that fear, and they're unwilling to directly confront our adversaries. President Trump has demonstrated in the past that he's willing to do that. The political will is there. The second thing they look at, what about U.S. capabilities? And our military capabilities has eroded. President Trump was rebuilding those capabilities. The Biden administration took over. What did they do? 4 flat defense budgets in the 4 years. No growth. Return to rebuilding those capabilities. And I'm convinced the Trump administration will do that. He's facing a much more dangerous and serious global security situation than what he was facing when he was president. He's very much aware of it because he talks about we're facing World War III. That means global war is on the horizon. And that is the major strategic issue that he has to deal with.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the incoming or returning president has an enormous amount of international stresses that are on the plate. And we're hearing all of these comments from Xi and Putin, as you accurately described. They're kind of recalibrating, putting messages out there, trying to test the waters to see what is coming their way. So we're hoping for peace through strength, and that has been the message. So we'll see how all of this develops. General Keane, thank you, as always.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.